Hi, Pat. I'll just take you through. I thought it'd be easier if I do it this way rather than trying to do it via email. So, looking at what you've got so far, this is good how you're identifying which areas you're going to be working on, and you've obviously got the ethical levels sorted out because from what I can see here, you've trimmed down your content to look at the core beliefs, which you'll be able to link straight to ethical guidance. Then you've got the ethical teachings there, and then going into bioethics, you'd probably put bio in front of that for the commandment of love, etc. Um, you've gone through the question well and focused on the right stuff there. So God's wisdom, that's where we'd be talking about exactly these things that you've got written down here, which is really good. So your introductory paragraph here looks good. What just take out this as seen in the quote above. You don't need to do that. That's like a junior style of writing. Just go straight into adherents of Christianity are encouraged and taught to live in God's wisdom. That's a good use of the quote, and you're answering the question straight away. But so much. By not living jealous and selfish life. So again, you're going into the quote there without explicitly saying that you are. It shows a better level of understanding. Followers of Christianity are guided by ethical teachings such as the Great Commandment, Natural Law, and the Golden Rule. Fantastic. As a result of the ethical teachings, adherents learn to live in the image and likeness of God. Fantastic. In order to fulfill the responsibility of individuals and the community to live in God's wisdom. That's a really good opening paragraph. So, what you would do now is then you would go through ethical teachings of Christianity. You'd go through these and give examples of them in bioethics, and then that's where you would also give the complementary example of embryonic stem cell research or abortion, whichever one you're most comfortable with. As you're talking through these different areas of where they get their ethical teachings from. Don't forget Beatitudes in there and Ten Commandments. So probably more the Beatitudes. What you would do is you'd talk about each of those, but remember to talk about the variants here. So you've got to remember to talk about the different interpretations depending on which church they come from. So the Protestant, Orthodox, or Catholicism. And usually you would do that when you're giving an example of either abortion or embryonic stem cell research, whatever you do there, or how you would say Catholics go straight to natural law, the Protestants look at revealed law, but all of them look at the example of Jesus, which can come out in the Great Commandment or the Golden Rule. So if you then wrote paragraphs on each of those, complemented with those, you're well on your way to having your 4.5 pages written already. If you continue to use the quote in here the same way as what you've done in this paragraph, that's going to help you enormously. So if you're able to bring in one aspect of that in each of your paragraphs, you're doing well. And then don't forget to have some quotes in there, probably scriptural quotes that'll help you answer your response there. So why don't you spend half an hour to write the rest of this response out, or even just the next paragraph, send that through, and I'll get back to you. All right, mate.